Hello and welcome everyone. This is Dr. George Gonzalez in the Hologram podcast, and I'm here with my wife and daughter today. And we have a special occasion. We're saying farewell and goodbye and thank you to our Kate Kyle. And we're so thankful to have Kate with us so many years. And she decided to join the healing team and become a chiropractor. Welcome, Kate.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
So, you know, it may feel weird for you to be on this side of the camera.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're very excited about you deciding to become a chiropractor, and we're really excited to see how you do through school, because no pressure, of course.
Right.
No pressure.
No pressure, but we want to know what your experience is, having gone through so many seminars of quantum neurology, and how that's going to affect your learning experience. And so tell us about your school.
Yeah, it's the University of Western States. It's in Portland. I looked at a lot of different schools, but I really want to stay in Oregon just because I love the forest. It's beautiful here. And the scope of practice in Oregon is really great. So because the scope of practice is large in Oregon, the school has to reflect that. So they teach a lot more stuff at that school as well, including like minor surgeries and obstetrics. And so there's a lot of options.
Well, I just shared screen of the website of the school, University of Western States. How long is your program?
It's a 3-year program.
Yeah.
Continuous.
Excellent. And you're going to do that full time, right?
Yes. I don't think there's another option.
Which means she's leaving us.
Oh. I know. Yeah, this was a hard decision to come through. I wrestled with it for a long time, and I kept feeling pulled in that direction. So I had to do it, but there's a lot of reluctance just because I didn't want to leave you guys. I didn't want to leave quantum neurology.
There was reluctance. Kate told us sometime mid-year, and I think I filed it in the back of my head and I said, that's not happening. That's like in denial. And we were in the middle of COVID and all that stuff. But then it kicked in and I'm like, okay, this is serious.
Yeah.
We need help.
You know, and we're so grateful that Kate gave us ample notice, and she found her replacement for us, which we're very grateful for.
Yes.
And why don't you introduce Caitlin, Kate?
Yeah, Caitlin's awesome. I met her when I moved to Oregon, and she has a background in supplements. She's super into natural health stuff. And so when I was thinking about what I wanted to do, I was like, oh, I got to find a replacement for myself. I just wouldn't feel comfortable leaving without having someone who could step in and take care of you guys and take care of all the doctors. And Caitlin has done that very gracefully. She's super fast learner, and she's totally got it. I feel really comfortable. That means a lot to me, and I feel comfortable with that.
Yeah. So hello to Caitlin.
You're a good teacher, Kate.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Caitlin, for being with us and taking this work on. And it's been a large transition, but we really appreciate you taking this on and being with us. Is there something you want to share with everyone?
Sure. I'm grateful to be here. I'm excited to, join this community and get to know everybody. And this is a whole new level of learning for me. So I'm really excited and I'm grateful. So thank you guys.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kate made it a fast learning curve for you.
She definitely did. She is an amazing teacher, I have to say.
Mm-hmm. And much more organized than I've ever been in my entire life. And I saw you left us files and files of things on our Google Drive, all organized out. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
It's a lot of
That's
stuff.
all our work.
Yeah, that's a lot of Dan too.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Dan.
And
team effort.
To both of you. And Dan's here with us as well. Thanks for being with us, Dan.
You're welcome. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, Dan is the usually behind the scenes. Not many people see him these days because he's out on undisclosed location in the forest somewhere.
Yeah.
Dream.
So, but of course, we're here to thank Kate
Right.
for helping us in all these years, 9 years with us in quantum neurology, and we're looking forward to her moving forward in her
Yeah.
life and doing what she's doing.
I think Kate is probably your longest coworker history you've ever had, right? I mean, that's 9 years. Yeah.
Besides you
This
guys.
is the longest job I've ever had.
Besides
Yeah.
us. Yeah. But this is the coworker that you've had the longest is Kate. So I know
Yeah. No, actually, you guys. You
Oh,
guys are
well,
the longest coworkers,
that's
but yeah,
true.
Kate's like the third.
Well, I kind of think of it, we've been together since birth. So Dan's my
Yeah.
brother. For those of you who don't know, Dan is my brother, so he's been with us a long time.
Actually, it's been at least 2 years.
Yeah, 15
He's
years.
2 years younger, yeah. So we won't disclose our ages. But if there's anything you'd like to say about working with Kate or
I'm gonna miss Kate, man. I'm gonna miss you. I don't know what I'm gonna do. you always keep the meetings all nice and lively and happy and fun.
Oh.
no
So
pressure,
Caitlin,
Caitlin. No pressure.
that's your job now.
Big shoes to fill here.
Aw. Well, that's part of why I, thought of Caitlin too, because she's got that personality. She's
Yeah.
she's definitely super happy, and she's very much like on it as well. So she can keep the meetings going too, back to business with some fun on the side.
Well, it's interesting because we didn't have these skills when we first started together 9 years ago. And it was at first, and this happened with Dan too, when we,
Mhm.
I will honestly say that Lori and I were not the best business people with quantum neurology, and we've learned as we go.
The foundations of
Yeah.
like running a business. We're great at
I
creating
found money,
community. Yeah.
When we started with Dan and with Kate, we
Yeah.
were like, well, I don't know what we're going to get them to do. There's
We
nothing
don't have enough work for
We don't
them.
have enough
Oh my
work.
god. Yeah, no. It turns out we had tons that we weren't doing.
And they're all laughing.
Yes, they are
though
laughing.
There is plenty to do.
Yes.
there's plenty to
There's
do.
more than enough.
And
Yeah.
those were things that we weren't even aware that we should have been doing them.
Mhm.
I won't mention the things, but certain applications and certain things that had to be done. And Dan really got us up to date on all those types of filings and everything. Plus, Dan has been instrumental
Oh,
in
yeah.
getting the GRT light made, registered, and the
Right.
list
So
goes
the
on.
list goes on.
Yeah.
But most importantly, these days, what Dan is, he is the brains behind why we all get emails and passcodes and reminders, and all that stuff is happening in the background because Dan said so. Like, he created a campaign in our software and it happens. And so, that's what
Hopefully.
happens behind the scenes. And
And Kate writes it.
correct.
Kate writes the
Kate writes it.
communication, the actual communication
Yes.
Yeah.
that comes from our team. And of course, we all have input into it, but she builds that first conversation.
And now she's taught Caitlin how to do that. So, woo, it's a process. But
Yeah.
Kate, I have had this question that I've wanted you to answer for our community. It's like, what is it? I mean, I'm sure we've kind of touched on it a little bit, but what is it that being with us for 9 years and talking to chiropractors for 9 years has now made you go, you know what? I really want to do this. Why do you want to do this?
Mhm. Well, obviously it's been a long process. It's been 9 years. And when I first started with you guys, I think just like any of the doctors, they're a little skeptical. They want like proof of concept, and they come to the events and they see in real time what's possible, what's happening on stage. And it's mind-blowing and continues to be mind-blowing the whole time. And I think just through that process of seeing what you guys can do and what the doctors do, and then they go out in the world and do it to their communities, and it just keeps creating bigger and bigger ripples. It's there's so many things that they showed me that I had no idea that was even possible, and the public has no idea either. they don't know that these things can be helped. And I think it was that, and seeing that more and more, and talking to the doctors on the phone, and along with having my own healing happen at the events. So body-wise and emotionally and with NET and some just amazing doctors have worked on me through the process. And I think it was through that this just suddenly showed up one day and I was like, what is that? And I almost couldn't believe it. And I had to like turn it around and look at it for a long time. It was probably like, I'd say like a full year and a half that I was just like trying to decide if this is what I actually wanted to do. But it just kept coming back and I couldn't ignore it. So yeah, and I, like I said, I didn't want to accept it fully because I didn't want to leave, but I just feel really called, so I have to listen to it.
Amazing. Thank you.
That's wonderful.
Yay.
Yeah, and of course we understand and we've been around this for years, and it's a lot of fun to be able to help people in this way. And you've been a part of it
On one side.
on one side of the table, we say, and now you're going to step on the other side. And before you could do that, you have to jump through this big hoop of school.
Absolutely. Yep.
So how's school been for you so far? It's
been a challenge because it's all online. When I first started taking a couple of classes, they were in person. But we've been working online for how many years? So I think the greatest challenge was just more online, more sitting, more like, oh, my back and my eyes, like digital concussion, right?
That's right.
But the content itself has been super interesting and some of the hardest stuff I've had to learn. And I haven't been a student for a while, so there's that learning curve. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I'm very like compelled by the application of what I'm learning, like what you can actually do with patients with this stuff, like in real life is really cool.
That's great. And we also want to bring awareness that we started a GoFundMe for Kate. And I was talking to Dan about that, and he's done this a couple times for other projects. And Dan and I set up this. By Dan and I talked to him, and Dan did it. So Dan set up the GoFundMe, and I'm going to share a screen real quick.
We sound technical, but
Yeah,
it's more in theory.
Yeah, everything happens automatically through Dan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Magically.
Oh my God, I really love that. That's good.
So we have a GoFundMe, and if you go to GoFundMe, you press the search box. Let me go back here just so everybody can see how this works. So GoFundMe.com, you click on the search tab. Not coming up, there it is. And they changed it a little bit. You type in Kate Kyle, Kyle, and then you have to go to this drop down and you have to choose Help Kate Become Dr. Kate Kyle DC. You click on that, and here's her page. And we wrote up a little write up here as a team. And Lori, why don't you read that for us?
It says, Quantum Neurology is happy and sad to announce that Kate Kyle is going to Chiropractic College starting in January. She'll be attending the University of Western States Chiropractic School in Portland, Oregon. We're losing a piece of our QN family, but we're sure she'll be back as our first employee to QNCP practitioner. Kate has been a very special member of our Quantum Neurology family for nearly 9 years. Her contribution to the QN community is unmeasurable. Dr. George Gonzalez calls her his QN daughter, and Lori says talking to Kate is like talking to sunshine. She is warm and a loving person who makes us all laugh and smile while helping us achieve our best. We are so proud to announce that the next phase of her life is to join our QN community as a chiropractor. She starts school in January 2021 at the University of Western States. Even though we are sad to lose her as a member of our QN admin team, we're even more excited to see what she does as a member of our QN healing team. We all know how expensive school can be, so we're asking our QN community of family, friends, and patients to pay it forward. Let's lighten Kate's debt load and give her a send-off to remember. Now it's our turn to help her achieve her best. Let's give a QN effort to say thank you. We welcome and encourage Kate to step up on the other side of the table as Dr. Kate Kyle DC. If you'd like to set up a recurrent monthly donation for Kate, because people have asked, please go here, and it's fundly.com. So follow the link for that.
Excellent. And you definitely go to click donate now and follow the links in there. You can leave your name anonymously, as you see people have
Right.
done. And if you want to do a recurrent, you click on this link down here. And we're so grateful for our community stepping up. As we mentioned in the thing here, University of Western States on their current website says that tuition is $10,414 per quarter,
Oof.
12 quarters. We could all do the math there and
It's
know that
painful.
it's a lot. So of course we want to do our best with helping Kate with her debt load as much as we can, and it would be nice if we saw her get all of her school paid
Right.
for. That would be our hope, of course. But it's all good times ahead for Kate.
Thank you so much, you guys. This is a huge surprise for me right before our homecoming event. And I was like speechless when you told me. It's such a huge gift. I'm so grateful.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
absolutely welcome, Kate. Absolutely. You know, George does think of you. We think of you as our daughter. You technically could be by a couple of years. And so no pressure, Gabby. You know, and that's another thing that you know, so there's a lot of people who don't know us from live events because there have been no live events this year. But for those of you in our community who do know, you know that Kate and Gabby have been below many tables, having a great time, running around, chasing the sunshine, and having a great time. So, you know, you technically are like a big sis for Gabby. So I'm very, very grateful that that relationship is there and that I know it'll continue. So
yeah. Yeah, a lot of people thought we were sisters.
Yep. Which is fine for me because, you know, beautiful daughters, I'm okay with that.
Oh,
You know,
gosh, Gabby, I'm going to miss you so much too, but I'll see you at some of the
Yes.
events.
We're seeing her at Christmas, so that's all right.
Yeah.
Socially distance and all that stuff.
yeah. So, you know, that's why I started calling Kate my QN daughter, was because everybody else was calling her my daughter. And they're like, yeah, so you're two daughters. And I'm like,
What are you talking about?
okay, I guess Kate's my QN daughter. So
Yeah.
that's how that all started out, and it stuck. So, you know, thank you so much for being such a strong part of our community, Kate.
Thank you. It's been nothing but a pleasure.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I've grown up so much with Quanmeralgy. I have so much to owe you guys.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
thank you.
we have grown as a group, like, you know, where we started out with in terms of what we did in business and how we serviced our community. It's changed. I mean, how many times have we changed everything? And this year was a massive pivot for us. And it's it's what the world is doing. But I'm just so grateful that we as a company were able to meet it, and we were ready for that moment. So thank you to Kate and to Dan, especially. You guys has helped us build to that. And Caitlin gets to step in when it's all kind of built. It's kind of nice. She gets to like, oh, this is what I just do. No, we had to figure that out for years. So it's kind of it's a wonderful thing to be in. And Kate and Caitlin are good friends. So she'll be keeping tabs on us and all of you. So we're just so grateful. It's a wonderful way to end this year, and what a wonderful journey you're going to begin.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful for our whole community, all the doctors. This is why we do this. You know, they inspire us every day, and they've inspired me to take this step.
It's so cute. You even said that's why we do this. You're already in. Yay, Dr. Kyle. She's in.
We love it. We love
Awesome.
it. We think that's wonderful. And we just want to remind everybody, you know, the GoFundMe is gofundme.com. Help Kate become Dr. Kate Kyle. You check out Kate Kyle in the search and click on that header there. And you go to the donate now section. And if you want to do a recurrent payment, you come down here to do that. Now, you know, whatever level of commitment you may be able to afford, you know, whether you want to buy Kate a cup of coffee, so to say, or you want to buy her lunch,
or some groceries,
or pay her whole semester of tuition.
Wow.
It's up to you. But, you know, of course, all is appreciated and is going to a good cause.
Yes.
You know, but Kate's done so much for our community, and I know she's done a lot for those people that are listening. please consider helping her out. It's a common thing for us as chiropractors when we go to an event to have, if there's a student, we buy the student lunch
Mhm.
and those kind of things. So I'm asking you to pay it forward, buy her lunch now, and you'll see her at a future quantum neurology event or an NET event or TBM or, all the other wonderful courses. And one of the things I look forward to, Kate, is you and I taking courses together someday, whether that's an ET course or otherwise, and of course, quantum neurology too. But I want to sit next to you. I don't wanna-
Aw.
That's going to be so cool, George.
She gets to sit with the cool kids right away. She is one of the cool kids.
The QN gang.
Oh
right.
yeah.
That's
We are
right.
a force to be reckoned with.
Now
Yes.
you need a beanie.
Oh, Kevin, you have it. There's a QN beanie.
Yeah, the QN Beanie Club.
Yeah, that was Homecoming 2019. We had a whole beanie thing. So,
Mhm.
Yep. I gave one to Caitlin. She's got one.
oh yes.
Great.
Awesome.
That's-
Darn, I want to run and go get my beanie. That's all right. Next time.
We'll get them for you.
That's next
Well,
time.
I think there's a good place for everybody to say thank you, and we're so grateful, Kate, for everything you've done for us, and Caitlin, we're grateful
Excited.
for the future that we have together, and of course, Dan, we're so grateful and thankful for everything you've done over. How many years has it been now, Dan?
15.
15 years. And,
He's
you
like,
know,
dang.
I've known you for what
30.
30 years.
George and I have been together 30 years.
We've been
yeah.
together 30 years, but your work with quantum neurology has been, we couldn't have done it without you,
Yeah.
literally. And the same
Thank
with Kate and now Caitlin, and we're so grateful to all of you. You all make us look good,
Yes.
and I get to do what I do best because I have a team of people that help me be my best and deliver the best content of neurological rehabilitation out there. And we've been through highs and lows together. These COVID days, there were times where we literally didn't have the money flow to pay Dan or Kate at the time, and they each were kind enough they kept working. I think they were just bored. They didn't have anything else to do. But they kept working, and then
But we quickly turned it around.
we, as a team,
Yeah.
we turned it around, and we were able to pull ourselves out and pivot and pay back our, what we owed them and everything, and continue forward. And I know we're going to continue forward in a big way with quantum neurology, and Kate's going to be on the doctor side
Right.
of the equation, and maybe occasionally we could convince her to help us on this side. But
George is in denial. Well, we're both in denial. We're like, no, Kate's still helping.
Kate, so we're not going to take her off of our text thread. We're going to keep
No.
her on the text thread. Hopefully she'll
She'll
answer.
delete it. Oh my gosh, it's too much work. Block. Oh no, not allowed. Oh my goodness.
So Dan, is there anything else you'd like to say to Kate before we say goodbye?
I can't believe you're leaving. To be
No.
honest with you, I'm just like, what am I gonna do? But I have Caitlin. But there's so much stuff that we just do automatically now that I'm like, oh no. I hope. I don't know. I'm still kind of in shock, to be honest with you.
Well,
that
it's
you're
your
leaving.
turn to train. So no.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dan, I'll be
I'm
calling.
a terrible trainer. I'll tell you right now, I'm a terrible trainer. I have no patience.
Figure it
I
out.
don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Awesome.
Well, Kate's a
No,
great
but yeah,
friend.
well, I am gonna miss you, Kate. I do want to see you come back though. As I would really like to see you come back as a QNCT. That would be
Yeah.
awesome. I think
That'll
that'd
be
so
super
cool.
interesting to see what happens then. Yeah, how that might fit together. And Dan, you
Yeah.
trained me.
That's
Oh,
right.
true.
Yes.
So
So take that.
take that.
And Caitlin, is there anything else you'd like to say to Kate?
Well, I'm just glad that we're friends and that I'll still see you. So, and I'll keep you posted on what's going on in the community.
Awesome.
The behind the
But
scenes.
yeah, I'll miss you.
I'll probably be
Yeah.
pestering you.
Yeah.
And
But thank you
you
for
know,
being such a good teacher, Kate.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah. I tried and it worked.
It did. It did. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so, of course, we love you, Kate, and we're so grateful and thankful to have you. Gabby, is there anything you want to say to Casey?
no pressure. On video. Awesome.
I love you guys.
Oh, love you too. Okay.
And we thank you, and everybody loves you, and we'll continue to
All
sing
right.
your praises and look forward to talking to you again and catch up on how you're doing in school.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited to check in with everybody and see people at events and
Oh,
see you on the
God.
other side.
All right.
All right.
Dr. Kate Kyle.
Thank you.
Coming
Thank
up.
you so
Yeah.
much.
All righty.
All right.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.